Good evening, good afternoon, dear friends, and welcome again. My name is Alina Tomer, and we are live again, first time in 2021. I'm a licensed tourist guide in Romania, and together with our colleagues, we are going to continue our live broadcasting and our different languages, virtual guided tours in order for you to enjoy and in order for you to know more about Romania. Here is our certificate and our licenses, and most of all, we are looking forward to serve you next year, either Romanian, either English, or any other language would you love to have your group with. Together with our colleague of today, we are going to dive into the painted ceiling, which it has been presented already in Romanian and Hungarian. So let us invite our colleague Andrea next to us. Hi, how are you? Good evening.
Hi, and good evening for everyone. Happy New Year. I hope
Happy
it
New
will be
Year.
a lot more better year than now.
Hopefully. How are you,
Hopefully.
Andrea?
I'm fine. I visited some other painted ceilings, so
Amazing.
funny ones. But I will present that next time because it's in another county. So it will be. There are so many, so it takes to have several episodes, not only this one. So, and I will show you my
License.
card, my license
Certificate, thank you.
certificate. Yes, and so we can start, and after you can ask me, or if you want to ask me now or something.
Yeah, we were talking about some books you were willing to show us.
Show you now or at
Yes,
the end?
yes.
You can. But it's not.
Yes,
It's in
amazing.
Hungarian language about Unitarian Church, and I have another one. This oh, sorry. No,
Amazing.
when I saw it, I
Amazing.
realized that
Something was wrong.
something was wrong. Yes, it's a painted ceiling is about a painter who was also a painter and made some went to many painted ceilings churches, and in his point of view he presented this painted ceilings. And it's not the same because like it's different from art historian who explained this, and
Amazing, yeah.
different from a painter's point of view because he can see the lines that if you make
Exactly.
draw something, he can see it after a while if the differences between the father and son, like Umnik family who made painted ceilings in Cluj area, and his sons, and they can see the difference.
The difference between the works. Amazing.
Between the works. Yes,
Let
and
us
you can see here in some of the pictures, I will say, but because always when making bigger the church, then maybe they continue that work. But if was somebody else, it could be different. You can see it with your bare eyes, I could say. So on the tour of churches with painted ceilings in Covasna County, the southern part of Háromszék, actually we have it's if I Háromszék, if I translate it to English, 3 chairs land. So that is the original Hungarian name of it. And this in this presentation it will be first at the south part of the county. It is in Transilvania, in the middle of Romania, not so far from Brașov. So we will start from my town, St. George town, and we will go to Ilian village, then Kikis Village, then we go back Kilian village, then we go back to Sachva, and we go Guitfallow and Karnik. We will stop this episode, and it will be another one probably in February. Then I will tell you that part. So the covering of the ceilings of churches with wood is erected already from Greek period and Roman period too. Also, it was known in Asia. For example, in Palmyra, Syria, from at Elabel Tower had painted ceiling. In Turkey and Ephesus at Celsus Library, at Roma at Arch of Triumph in Switzerland, at Zilis St. Martin Church, at Zaragoza Episcopal Palace, also in England, the Somerton, St. Michael and All Angels churches. So it has a beginning of the painted ceiling. The first ones was painted on stone, but after a while they started to the painters and carpenters started to paint on wood. So this is the first church. Please, okay, you stay here. Okay, thank you. The first church is from my town, in St. George town. It's in Cimmeria quarter. Long time ago, Cimmeria was a name of Saint Mary, Virgin Mary, and it was a different, separate village from our town. And it has also a wooden column in the front of the Secular National Museum in St. George, where is pointed until where was the village. So in this Cimmeria quarter, now this is a quarter of St. George town. You can make the next photo. And first time was this Reformed church was erected in the end of 15th century and beginning of 16th century. And the previous church belonged to Reformed Church already in 1624. And these ceilings were made it new. In 1802, it was a very big earthquake, and all the many of the churches and houses was were down, or I cannot find the right word now, and so they had to make a new one, and this was painted by it was constructed the building again by a leading mason of György from Brașov city, and then it was made this one made new in 1989 and finish a gallery. Every time they have to make a bigger church. So it was painted by Schutter family, this one, and you can and you can see the blue colors. It was very popular, mostly ornamental motifs are, but there are in other churches there are animal motifs and other things. Next one. This is also the painting, yes, and the second, the Castor. This is a Castor Church of Ilian Ilien was a village when first appeared in Papal tides in 1322, and after it in 1567 under the name of Iafalva, which is the Hungarian name of Ilien village. This is a new painted sailing, of course. This one too, unfortunately, because of the earthquake devastated this one too in 1802, and hopefully only the furniture remained. The painted furnitures remained the same, but most of it the sailing had to make again this time, and it was in 1991 after revolution in Romania, and the money to make this new again, it was taken by abroad. From abroad, they take the money for making this restoration. Next one. So this is one of my favorite churches. This is in Kikis Village, which is very nice and old village. They have an old church, but also the painted sailing is a new one. It was painted by a Schutte family in Virgish village, where is that family made wooden and carpenter work, and also painting. And at that time, it was not different jobs they have all together, and still now they have. It is a 14th generation of woodworkers and painters. But Pro Guide will have another presentation with their work, with their local guide, because one of the men is a local guide, so they will tell you more. You can see here also the blue color, the light blue. It's very nice. It's dominating in this picture. I borrowed the picture from one of the photographers on Lazar Szilard. And the next one. And I forgot to tell at that part that they was making the painting the ceiling this bare hand. No, there is no measuring and making, like having something to. I cannot. I don't know now the name of it. This one, yes. You can see with
You
bare
wanted
hands.
to say maybe that they are completely artists and they are not
Yes.
using presetted forms
Presetted form. Yes, I just don't know the word. I don't remember the word. Thank you. Thank you. Next one. Next one. So this is the Unitarian Church from. No, sorry. This was the next one. This is the Unitarian Church from Kilian village, which is 3 kilometers far from my town, from St. George. And in 1332 was mentioned in the Papal registers, the Papal tithes, with the name of Kilian, actually the Hungarian name of this today. And this church was erected in the 13th century already. And the fresco, it has nice frescoes of Hungarian king Saint Ladislao, and it's dated in 1497. So you can see what I was talking about. In the middle, you can see from the painted ceiling, which was made by Rösner family in 1800 in late Baroque style. You can see the difference until in the center. You can see the old but late Baroque style, and the new one, the imitation of marble. You can see, Alina, from Now you can see the difference between the painting.
Yes, you can observe the difference in color.
It's absolutely in Renaissance style and Baroque. It was more work or something more. They were more precise and more concentrated than new times, I should say. Next one. Next one. So this is my favorite church in Sachova, which is 14 kilometers from my town. And I was here like 3 or 4 years ago, first time. Even it was so close, I didn't know about this. Only 4 years ago, I found about this church, a Reformed church, which has already animal motifs and very funny ones, I should say. Like the bear is climbing to a tree of life, and it's in zodiac, in horoscope. There is the second month of the moon means this when the bear is climbing a tree, then it's not a good thing, And here, very interesting photos are also the next one, and this one it's looks like the church which is from 18th century, and this church it's already coming from that's painted ceiling made of 1791 in late Renaissance style. So it's you can see the difference between the new and the old one. And this is one of my favorite because it has two lions, and in the Aquarius sign in horoscope, and Aquarius cannot stand alone because it's water, and it has to its opposite is Aquarius, the lion and the Aquarius sign. And just a minute, I find the represents the column, the middle one. The column is a Capricorn sign, and the two lions and Aquarius is opposite in horoscope. The Aquarius is in January, and the lion is in July, August. So Capricorn is already in end of December, beginning of January. So it was made that time, and I like very much these animal signs, and a lot of things into it. It has a deep meanings too, because in Italy and in any other European countries, the ceilings was a bit strict, like very strict ones. But here, the painters use their memories, or what they wanted to.
Imagination.
Yes, they use their imagination, and that's why it's very, very interesting, and very funny ones, some of them. And I love these ones very much. And there are a lot to discover in south part of Covasna is not so much, but the other parts in Covasna county and Mureș county, or other, there are many more animal ornaments, motifs they are representing, and very funny ones, like I saw in Tonch village in Mureș county, this Alexander the Great, or the Conqueror. So I don't know how they are living in that village, like 50 Hungarians and some other, but I don't know how the earth they get there to paint Alexander the Great, or Arch of Noé, or Adam and Eve. I can understand, but this one completely I don't know. It was funny to find such beauties in such and the church is almost falling down. It's so bad condition. We should live some tourism just like that. Okay, this one is from Guitfallow Village. The village was named after Saint Gideon, biblical character, which was one of the protector of the church. Here was born the military commander János Zec, the hero of 1848 and 1849, who founded the first military academy, Colegio Militar de la Nación, in Argentina, and after emigrated to South America. This church was erected in 1236 of the honor of Virgin Mary. Next. And in 16th century, the church was rebuilt in Gothic style and has been renovated several times. Now you can see the ceiling is light blue, between blue and green. It has no floral motifs. Some part remain, but very few. This is a photo from 3 or 4 years now, so I have to go back again to make other photos, better ones. This is a simple painting, and many of the churches who has painted ceilings or was destroyed by fire or by earthquake, or they just saved them from falling down, and they took it to Hungary, to Budapest. For example, the one from Moksha from 760, and also some of them was repainted and or destroyed. So next one. And this is in Karnik Village. Actually, this Karnik Village was very mentioned in Papal Tithes in 1332 with the name of Karnuk. It's an old residence of the Count Karnoki, who usually has many guest houses. Maybe you heard about him. Carving in this village of Karnik was very popular. People living there were carving 2 steep lips, like this one in the front, one from Unitarian Church in the front of Unitarian Church, and the other one in a Reformed church. Actually, the painted ceiling, next photo, the painted ceilings, this one was taken from the other church that it has 2 religions, the Unitarian Church and the Reformed Church. And from Reformed Church, they took the ceiling over here. So it was very interesting that moving the ceiling just like that, because it's wooden, and it is also painted by Schutte family. You can see the blue colors again. It's a bit different than the other one, and also you can see everything is painted in blue, not only the ceiling. And this Unitarian Church was built in 1674, and the steep lips in the front of the church was carved in 1781. And the original was made in 17th century, this ceiling, but it was again the earthquake, and was made new in 20th century. So I think that's all for today, and I can thank you very much. And I thank for some pictures which were not mine, for different materials for 2 museologists. like Gazda Enikő and Imre Santa Géza, and for members of the Secular National Museum, employees actually. And from my, I got some very nice and interesting materials from my former teacher from Babes-Bolyai University, from Táncos Vilmos, from Cluj, where I learned ethnography with him. And next, in my next episode with painted ceilings, I will tell more about this. The next one, there are more animal and other interesting painted ceilings, and I can have a lot more information for that too. Now, for this motif, floral ornaments was not so many things to say, but with animal things and with horoscope, and there are a lot of interesting things like an angel. Like you have to, I read something like this, that you have to sleep when against to the not against to the wall, in front of the wall. That's the guardian angel to have space to
guard
sit
you.
behind. Yes, if you stay with your back to the wall, then he has no place to.
Okay.
This is
Amazing.
one of the juicy things, but it will be a lot more. But it takes a bit time to make.
We have Emma Shakish, our colleague, which is saying hello, everybody. Hello, Emma. Thank you very much for being today with us. Looking forward to host you on Monday.
Yes, in
Hungarian. Mrs. Eva Vaida, thank you very much for being with us. And of course, our dear friend, also from Facebook, Adrian Gyurgica, which he was sick and now is better. Thank you for being with us. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to just post it down and we will answer. Also, TB from Brasov, is applauding you. Congratulations, very beautiful subject. And of course, Mrs. Eva Barabash, thank you very much for being with us. So, dear friends, here we started again. And Perla, of course, Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, Perla. We started a new year. Hopefully, it's going to be better. And it's going to be, touristical year. Hopefully, it was just,
maybe from August, I think.
Yeah, I hope not. Happy New Year, dear friends. Don't forget, we are the Professional Association of Tourist Guides, and you can support our activities over our PayPal account, or you have our IBAN account here. We are the same people. It's a new year. We say in Romanian, we get wiser with the years, right? Not older, wiser. So, so once again, Andrea, thank you very much for being the first. Let's wish everyone an amazing year, a lot of health, and see you next week on Monday with Mrs. Eva, with our colleague, right?
Emesha.
Oh, sorry. Emesha.
You bring the pig.
Yes.
No, we have to say
also, we wait also for Mrs. Eva. Go, pro guy. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
yes,
Perla.
We thank you, Alina, to make us happy to have time and everything to present. Because it's very important to show what we have now. If we cannot travel abroad, then we have a treasure in Romania. We just have to explore it. So
exactly. So, dear Perla, thank you very much. Andrea, thank you. Have an amazing evening, everyone. Bye. Thank you,
Bye
Vinita.
bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.